Hey everybody, start your engines. It's going to be a big day today.
Absolutely. Hi, welcome to At Your Leisure. I'm Ria Rossi Booth.
And I'm Chad Booth, and we are in Grantsville right now, about ready to take off on the 36th annual Ride for Life. And all the usual suspects that you would expect are with us today. Brett Stewart, our official roadie, our crew member. We've got the other Brett Hermanson from Van Gogh's Auto Body Shop. This is a guy you're going to get to know a lot of in the next little while. And of course, Chris Haller, who is the OHV Director for State Parks. And we've got some big news for people in the next couple of months about a big year coming up in OHV.
Absolutely.
Exactly. But we are going to have fun today raising money for Ride for Life.
Yeah, it's for the Make-A-Wish Foundation, which is a fabulous foundation, so if you want to check that out, for kids that have so many challenges in life, and we're just going to help them have a wish today that they've been wanting to do and have some fun.
That's right. This is such a touching event. Last year they raised almost $50,000 and really helped an ambassador family.
Yeah.
Well, just watch for yourself.
Last year's ambassador was a kid named Xander Waters. Boy, what a double whammy he got. At the last minute, the family found out they would be able to attend the Ride for Life. Problem? They didn't have a machine. Steve Hawkins, president of the organization, said, "No problem. I think our members can help with that."
I do a few different things. I do the shop with the cop. It's things I donate a lot of money to that, and it just means a lot to me to do stuff for the kids. I just put it on Facebook back to Steve. He's a friend of mine on Facebook, and I just put it out there. Says I've got my X3 that sits in the garage all the time, and we never use it, so he's welcome to it.
Like any kid his age, Xander loves machines and he loves to ride. And the group knew it.
And I think there was a pact among some of the guys on the committee, and they said, hey, if we win, let's donate it back, and for the kids. And so when they got to the grand prize and they drew Bill's ticket, everybody was cheering. I was sitting at a table just watching him, and he come walking over to me, and he's tender-hearted, and he's like, I'm gonna give this bike to Xander. And I was like, okay, whatever makes you happy. And just to see Xander's face when we delivered it, as much as the club that could make it went and, was part of that. And so that was super special.
They gave me a side-by-side. I wanted to drive it to school and get a lot of money, and I drive it.
You drive it?
I only let my brothers drive it if I want to take the long way.
And that's what dreams are made of. There's a lot more to Ride for Life than just raising money.
Well, these guys think of everything. They bring toilets, they bring lunch, they even bring gas. Do we need gas?
Well, sure.
Oh, I guess we do.
Ria's been doing lots of donuts out there. We don't get the most efficient mileage.
I've been eating them, and I've been spinning. This is so cool.
Yeah, this is pretty good. Reinhardt Oil brings this Jones. I'm not sure who this is.
It's donated by Reinhardt Oil, and this truck was donated for our use by Jones Excavating.
There you go. And
Wonderful.
so they donate the gas, you buy it, and you raise more money. That's how you make $50,000 for Ride for Life.
What a beautiful cause. So right now we're gonna head off to our where to.
And here's your $5.
Weber County is quickly becoming one of the largest hubs for outdoor recreation in all of Utah. And now, in the city of Ogden, the county is adding yet another fantastic attraction to cater to even more enthusiasts. The Weber County Archery Park is the newest addition to the area, and it promises a fun-filled time for everyone, including experienced hunters to children drawing a bow for the very first time.
This is the new Weber County Archery Park. We are out in West Ogden. We've kind of reclaimed the spot out here. It's a beautiful setting where we're at here, and so we just took some use of some land that wasn't being used, and we've used everything that was around here to kind of give it that rustic look to it.
With both indoor and outdoor settings, as well as a variety of targets, the archery park is sure to have what you need to take your archery skills to the next level.
We have different lanes here on our next to the building. We have 30, 40, 50 laid out, and those are just specific lanes where we will have 3D targets behind those bag targets at those ranges. And then we have a sighting in area where we have over 12 different yardages that you can sight your bow in and kind of get it tuned up. And then we have kind of a signature area where we have our new platform, and it lets you shoot downwards towards the 3D targets and targets that we have here. You can shoot all the way up to 100 yards, and we plan on having some various competitions with those distances. Pretty much we have every range here that you could use or want, and then some.
Of course, none of this would be possible without the help from many local organizations to get the park hitting right on target.
We've had dedicated hunter program out here, and they've worked off some time for their hours. We've had some help with the mountain men. They come and put a playground in here for us. And then our major sponsor is Baku electric bikes, and we're really super excited to have them because they bring a lot to the table.
Baku is a passion company. This company was built by hunters for hunters. So they're built with motors that create enough torque and power to be able to carry a rider and his gear into the backcountry. They allow people to get out and enjoy areas and backcountry that they normally couldn't do. We felt like if we could get involved in something like this, we could bring a community together, we could bring more interest and bring more support in the outdoor community.
This is one place you won't want to miss out on visiting, whether you're trying to get range time in before hunting season or introduce your family to something new and exciting. Visit wcarchery.com for more information on this fantastic park and when the best time to visit might be. For At Your Leisure and this week's Where To, I'm Nick Chase.
Reason number 6 to spend the night in Duchesne County. A trip to Moon Lake can inspire tradition. Those who discover its sandy beaches come back year after year. Discover the magic of Moon Lake and all the other reasons to spend the night in Duchesne County at uintabasin.org.
Hey honey, have you seen this tire? Do you think we'll make it?
Not on that thing.
Don't let bad tires ruin your trip. With service stations at every location along I-15, we can get you back on the road with fast, friendly, professional service. Eagles Landing has everything you need along the way. Even the things you didn't know you'd need. Get ready for the road at Eagles Landing.
Dear Diary, we went camping for our vacation on Tusher Lake. We did so many fun things. You know, I learned something on this trip. Camping on Tusher Lake is way more fun than any old mouse in an amusement park.
This week's What's New segment is brought to you by Tunex. Your off-road vehicle may be your daily driver as well. We take care of it, so it takes care of you.
Welcome back to At Your Leisure. It's What's New time. Today our What's New is, you guessed it, the Honda TALON 4-seat 1000X. In overview, this is powered with a 999cc liquid-cooled motor. It is the same parallel twin that they put in the Honda Africa Twin Adventure bike, and it's virtually paired up with the same automatic but manual shiftable transmission. I want to start up here on the front and take a look at the suspension here. You've got a Fox gas adjustable shock absorber system, sits over a double A-arm suspension. Now this is the only difference between the X and the R, and it lies in the suspension. The X is a little narrower, it's 60 inches. This has 15 inches of travel in the front, 17 inches of travel in the back. Around here in the back, you'll see that they've got a 3-point suspension system with a trailing arm and double suspension arms back here to give it the suspension ride. You've got the shock again. This has an automatic manual shifting transmission. I'd like to say it's kind of like the Rubicon, but again, I think it is a variant of the Africa Twin, where you can either shift it fully automatic or you can override that and shift through each gear manually, and it's got paddle shifters like an F1 racing car. Here are those paddle shifters we're talking about. You basically set your gate shifter like you would on any other unit. This little feature right here is a hill holder. So basically if you push this down, it gives you 2 or 3 seconds where you can take your foot off the brake and your machine will not roll on a hill till you hit the gas and then it goes. This is their launch mode. And this is a real high shifting pattern so that it can get you up and over those sand dune humps and bumps and into the air. Well, that gives you a walk around of the features here, but the real performance is out on the trail, and we've got all the way to Wendover and back to prove our point. So let's get going with the party. The Honda Talon is very quick off the line. Even though it's only naturally aspirated, it was able to keep up with the big boys all day long. For a machine that you can start with the 2-seaters at under $20,000, it is pretty impressive. This being the X model, there were places that I was able to go that some of our friends who were with us in the wider machines weren't able to go. That difference between 72 and 60 really makes a big difference in handling. And it was able to catch corners a little tighter and get on a new track. It was pretty grabby, which I like. I like the fact it really kind of gets on its new track and it sticks with it. So I was generally pretty impressed with it. The thing that I will talk about is that it has to be said, on the course of this ride so far, we've seen 7 belts burn up in the 100+ degree desert temperature as we were making our way to Wendover. And every time I stopped, I said, it's a good day to be driving a Honda. If you would like to take a look at the Honda Talon, the 4-seat or the 2-seat, when we left Stedman's this morning, there was one of each at least in the parking lot, so make your way down there and check them out. Stedman's is on Main Street in Tooele. We'll be back with more of our At Your Leisure adventure on our way to Wendover with Ride for Life right after these commercial messages.
Yes, the great outdoors is wide open. So why not make the most of it? Expand your family's freedom with the off-road's best. Like the only built-in GPS that doesn't require a cell connection, and group tracking that lets you spread out on the trail, but stay together for the journey. Polaris, think outside.
Coming down into the little valley and stuff, you can look over the whole thing. For me, I can just feel the stress just kind of melt away. There's so many trails to go up on and explore. The desert, and then you've got the lake, you got the mountains. It's just a little bit of everything. It's a little piece of paradise out here. Pretty much anybody that I've brought up here, they will ask, can we come back?
At Stedman's Recreation, trucks are arriving daily with back-ordered side-by-sides, ATVs, and dirt bikes. Let Stedman's Recreation help get you outside so you can explore and create memories to last a lifetime. Call or stop by Stedman's to hold your side-by-side, ATV, or dirt bike with a small deposit. Yamaha, Honda, Polaris, and Beta. Plus, Stedman's has a full service department and Honda power equipment.
Stedman's Recreation in Tooele. You may think it's 300 miles out here, but remember, it's only 30 miles back.
Well, there's just a little bit of everything for everyone. That you can tell by how colorful this place is. Look at all the different flags flying.
I feel like I'm at Daytona Beach right now with this beautiful
with the rainbow umbrella.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
You get the sand of the beach.
I
Right?
like the American flag with the AR-15s for stripes.
I love that one.
I didn't see that one.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's right over there, Brett, right behind you.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right. Okay,
Yeah.
I see it.
We have Brett Hermanson with us. Brett, this is not your first Ride for Life, is it?
No, this is, we've done it before, and my side-by-sides have done it more than me. So,
Brett is the guy that we talked about in the last block who loaned his ATV or his UTV to the family who is the benefit family so they could join the ride. What a nice gesture on your part.
yeah, well, they needed it, so, and I wasn't using it.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, you're awesome, really. And that's what's so beautiful. There's givers, there's receivers. The people that come out here are so special, and they're just this love in their heart. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's true. There's the variety of flags, just like the variety of people. There's some people, it's the first time. There's some people who have been doing this forever.
Yeah.
There's some people who are giving. There's some people who are getting. Let's find out about it.
The Ride for Life started in 1985. The Utah ATV Association was originally founded in 1984. 1985, they decided they wanted to do a ride for charity.
You know, this is a long-time partner with us. The ATV Association, as they've come together, they do this ride every single year, and they raise money to help grant wishes. And this is an entire community that come together across the state of Utah, and riders from all over the place that have big hearts and want to give back.
We didn't honestly know anything until they reached out to us.
They got to know Ace and his likes and dislikes, and they know that he just loves being outdoors. He loves horses and four-wheelers and anything outdoors and hunting, fishing. So when they needed an ambassador, they contacted us and said we think that this would be something that Ace would like, and it's worked out really well.
And when I was little, we had this little Polaris Razor. That was my whole world. When I feel like I can do stuff, I'll do it, because I know I can do it. That's hard for a lot of people to think, oh, I can't do it. You can do it. This ain't gonna go away, so I'm gonna make the best out of my life. I don't want stuff to hold me back, even though, like, I'm supposed to be high risk, but I'm not gonna let that take my life away. I'm gonna go live my life and do what I want to do.
You can go to the club website, www.utah.atv.com, or you can go to the Ride for Life Facebook page, and we post information about the ride all year long.
Well, we're out here bumping around on the salt flats. More adventure ahead, and I see Wendover across the way.
Yeah, sure enough. And while Wendover is a straight shot from here, there's still a lot of the Ride for Life. But right now it's time for us to go off to our Along the Way, brought to you each and every week by Rocky Mountain ATV MC. Great guys.
Woohoo!
What would it take for you to want to spend countless hours and dollars building your machine up just to take it out and completely destroy it? It may sound a bit crazy, but for the drivers at the Punishment at the Peak Demolition Derby, that's exactly what these guys live for. But for event organizer and veteran derby driver Del McQuitty, getting others involved with the sport, especially those first-timers, brings on a whole new meaning.
The film you've got today will show why I do this. These are my people. The adrenaline on the drivers, the smiles on the kids' faces, everybody having fun in the stands. This is why I do it. I love Demolition Derby. I'm a builder, driver, promoter. I love every part of it, and I want people to experience the same thing I do.
And while experiencing the Derby from Dell's perspective may be exhilarating, he explains that for him, getting started in the sport was nothing short of trial by fire. It all started when his brother-in-law invited him to participate in building a Derby car.
I was like, all right, let's build a car. Don't know anything about the rules, how to build them, nothing else. He was supposed to drive. Come Derby day, he was nowhere to be found. So I ended up driving the car, got my butt caved in.
It was that feeling of defeat that was the fuel that drove Dell to master the sport from the inside out.
I was determined at that point in time never to get beat like that again, ever. So, built better, started building my own engines, learned all the tricks of the trade, and got better and better and better.
Once Dell was fully committed to the Derby life, it was only a matter of time before he began promoting and organizing the events. But he'll be the first to admit there is nothing like the thrill of being behind the wheel.
Driving is 10 times more fun than putting on a Derby. 10 times more fun, but I don't know what's more rewarding.
For driver Spencer Proctor, he got his start with his brothers, who were initially participating in a more expensive hobby.
Restoration. We used to buy cars and fix them up, and then found it was a lot easier and cheaper to find junker cars and crash them.
Spencer advises, however, that building a Derby car, it's no cheap sport either.
The Derby's evolved quite a bit. It used to be just knock out the windows, chain the doors, go crash, but the sport's evolved, so now you're putting Chevy motors in Ford cars and motor swaps, body swaps, rear end swaps.
Despite all the hard work and labor that goes into the builds, all of the drivers explain that they do it for the fans, the families, and anyone else they can get interested in the sport.
My kids love it. They can't wait till they're old enough to start building and driving, so it's one of those things. I welcome any newcomer to come to the sport because it's fun, it's a good hobby, it's not super hard. In the stock class, it's a good fun experience, and everyone should experience it once.
I got my immediate family here, mom and dad, and siblings, and my kids, but I probably got 25 family members up in the stands that all live here locally.
My son will be driving his first Derby car next year. My wife, she's my pit gate lady, does my timing, she's a huge help. It's a huge family event.
So, if you're ready to put your foot on the pedal, grab the wheel, and try out this sport, you need to keep your eye out for a great Derby event like the Punishment at the Peak. It's hosted each year at the Deseret Peak Complex in Tooele Valley. I'll be looking for you along the way. For At Your Leisure, I'm Joe Davis.
Can-Am takes terrain domination to a whole new level by partnering with Fox to introduce Smart Shocks, the industry's first fully self-adjustable suspension technology. This enhanced system works seamlessly to prevent excessive squat during hard acceleration, reduce body roll, and improve traction and stability while cornering, and reduce weight transfer while braking. The Can-Am Smart Shocks technology delivers the ultimate performance, control, and comfort on any terrain.
Sick of staying home? Getting outside and exploring great open spaces is now more important than ever. Spend your summer exploring Tooele Valley, where there is so much so close. Plan your escape now at TooeleValley.org.
Welcome back to At Your Leisure, the Ride for Life. We are out for dinner because we've had a hard day. And after all, Brett Stewart has been our official team driver, and we don't pay him very well, so we like to buy him dinner instead.
We always support who supports us, so we
Absolutely.
appreciate you.
You've got the finest Can-Am on the trail anyway.
With the American flag flying.
Exactly.
Right
Hoorah,
on.
hoorah. Anyway, there's one more big event to help us get to that $50,000 mark that they do each year at the Ride for Life, and that is the auction and For us, that's going to be clear till tomorrow morning. For you, it's just going to be a few seconds. So let's get to our business right now. While we have dinner, you look at this week's contest winner.
This week's contest winner was spotted sporting their AYL sticker at the service station, and the license plate number is X711YG.
Congratulations, it looks like you're the lucky winner of a half-day machine rental from the great folks at Epic Rentals, which is the best place to rent anything with wheels.
An epic journey starts with an epic rental. Visit epicrentalutah.com for more details.
And it looks like they're also going to win a bonus $100 gas and gift card from the folks at Eagles Landing, which is the best place to get that real gasoline Clear 91.
Now let's take a look at next week's show.
Next week, Ria and I get to join in the summer fun as we visit the 2020 Duchesne County Fair, which was a bit different this year, but was still packed with fun for the whole family, including mine and Ria's favorite corn dogs.
Then Reese Stein has taken us to a unique golf course in Salt Lake County that has no clubs or greens, just flying discs, but it's really taken off.
Finally, back at the Duchesne County Fair, we get to take a look at a new feature that allows you to join in the fun of a real zombie apocalypse.
Next week's show looks fantastic.
It does indeed. But there's something fantastic going on in this building right now behind us because they are having the grand prize drawing, and what a list. They've got at least 6 grand prizes that are over $1,000, some of them well over $1,000 each.
Amazing. Like Stedman's, they're in the grand prize,
That's
Paris
right.
RV.
That's right.
And
Tooele Valley Motorsports and Workhorse Trailers, and those are built right here in Utah.
yeah, beautiful trailers. I just feel so blessed to be here this weekend because what a beautiful event it was. And we got to thank Stedman's again for our Talon.
Well, we've been trying to get our hands on a 4-seat Talon for like 6 months, but with all the COVID stuff going on and the supply chains and everything, we were lucky and we thank them because while we're at it, that's how we got to do a review on it. And it was an impressive machine.
Great machine.
Well, remember, like they say, with serendipity, there's adventure around every bend.
You just got to create your own adventure.
At your leisure. Now, we
Let's
got to
go.
get in there. We have to be present to win,